So I heard you want to make millions in Star Citizen without having to buy and resell cargo. If that's the case, you clicked on the correct guide. In this long format guide with timestamps, I will show you how to level up your reputation fast to unlock the drug stash mission located in Microtech. You will also learn how to prepare yourself by buying the proper gear for the run, how to eliminate and survive the enemy hordes inside the bunker, what drugs to grab to maximize your profit, and finally, where to sell the drugs in a close by destination. So without taking any more of your time, welcome to the ultimate drug supplier guide for Star Citizen to make millions. Yeah! So as always, I'm going to grab this short segment to talk about channel performance. As of recording this video, we've already surpassed the 1.5k subscriber milestone, which is a huge milestone for the channel, and we've also been monetized, meaning that we earn some sort of revenue from making videos. Every time I release a video, I try to increase the audio quality or the video quality. So if you guys are enjoying the content as of now, please leave a like, and if you're also disliking the content, just leave a dislike. If you have any feedback for me as a content creator or for the video itself, please leave it down in the comment section. I don't get butthurt by feedback, so if you have anything negative to say, you can leave it down in the comment section, and I will also respond. So without further ado, here are the timestamps. Hello guys, Bendak here and welcome to the channel. As I mentioned before, in today's guide, we're going to learn how to sell drugs in a legal way without a crime stat. So to do this, we're going to first arrive to Port Tressler, located in Microtech. You're going to open up your Moby glass. On your map section, you're going to click the magnifying glass, and you're basically going to type in Port. Port Tressler is the only location that's called Port Tressler. So the only location with a port before Tressler. That was supposed to be a joke. So now that you're here, you're going to store your ship, and once you take a right in the hangars and habs, you're going to see a hot dog stand. And even though we're not going to buy the double glizzy, we're just going to head to the hot dog stand and take a left. You should be able to see the medical clinic. Once you step foot on the medical clinic, the first thing you're going to see is the reception desk. In this reception desk, you can request a room. This should be done if you are injured, dehydrated, or hungry, as requesting a room and laying on the bed will replenish all three of your stats. So once you've requested the room, if you had to, you're going to take a left and head down the hall. Down the hall, you're going to take another left, and we're going to be using the insurance tablets. In this insurance tablet, what we're going to do is we're going to change our spawn location. So as you can see, mine is Microtech, and now I'm going to transfer my imprint. What this is going to do is it's going to have me spawn on Port Tressler instead of Microtech, the planet. So now that my location or my spawn point has been set, what we're going to do is we're going to head to the pharmacy, which is right across. What we're going to do with the pharmacy is we're going to buy some of the medical equipment we're going to need for the missions, and we're also going to buy a medical gun, which is one of the best medical items in the game. We're not going to be needing these medical items to be equipped for this first part of the guide, but I recommend buying them now, so that way when you buy the armor and weapons to start doing the drug stash missions, you already have these medical items on your stash. So you're going to buy 6 med pens. These are going to be quick use items, so if you get hurt, you basically press number 4 and you should be able to use these med pens to heal yourself. Now the second item, as I mentioned before, is going to be the medical gun. So the medical gun or the medical device is very important to have, because this is the only item that has all of the drugs you need to treat all of the type of injuries you can get in Star Citizens. So this is something that I recommend for all team members if you're playing on a team, and if you're solo, it's something that you have to buy as well. So now that we bought all of the items, and if you have to buy a refill, you can also buy it. It's not really something that's needed. You're not going to use the 200 out of the medical device, but you can buy it. So now after this, what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the ship. So first thing, shout out to Kabutops for finding this method. What we're going to do is we're going to farm our reputation here in Microtech by going to Ghost Hollow. We need reputation level 3 as junior security contractor to be able to unlock the drug stash runs. So using his method, all we're going to do is we're going to go to Ghost Hollow, and we're basically going to farm the Copian mission. This mission rewards you with 5k AUEC per run, and it should be something that you could probably run about 10 times before you have to server hop. So I'll meet you guys there. So once you arrive to Ghost Hollow, you're going to go ahead and head to your contracts and accept the mercenary mission called Wildlife Control Copion. It's going to pay you 5k UEC for eliminating 15 copions. So these things, or these animals, will be located all over Ghost Hollow. So all you really got to do is use your scanner tool. So once you start scanning by pressing tab while on your ship, you're going to see these unknown pings show up now and then. These unknown pings could be multiple things. They could be ore or just copion spawns. If they're on an open field, it could be ore, but if you see an open field and it has just white arrows, just like the ones you see on screen right now, these ones are normally wildlife. It could be wildlife or enemies. So as you guys can see, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and those white arrows, those means those are copion. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill them. Shoot them all. Once they're all dead, you basically complete the mission, and you're going to reaccept it again and keep farming it till you get the rep. So as you guys can see, it's really hard to hit the copion when you're on the sky. You could either get closer to the copion using your scroll wheel to control how fast you're moving, or you can press G on your keyboard and essentially enter your gimbal mode, and you can just start moving your crosshair till you actually hit the copion. If you hold F and use your scroll wheel, you can zoom in and see if you've actually killed the copion. So like I said before, once you complete this mission, fly high a little bit, open up your Moby glass, and you should have the mission again. Once you complete the mission, just keep refarming it. If no more copions are spawning, you can leave the server, either join a friend on your friends list, or change regions in order to basically have this area again with copions. So once you've reached the rep level, we're going to meet back in Port Tressler. So once back to Port Tressler, to the right of the medical clinic, you'll have the elevators. All you're going to do is you're going to call the elevator pressing F. And once you walk into the elevator, you're going to head down to the Galleria. Once you arrive to the Galleria, you're going to take a right through the gaming arcade, and you should see the weapons shop. So once on the terminal, we're going to access the terminal, and we're going to basically filter out by armor, and we're going to buy a torso for the first armor. In this case, we're going to be buying a medium armor. That way we actually get some decent protection. So we're going to be buying the Orc MKX armor for 3.2k. So once you're done buying the armor, you're going to select on the filter types and go to legs. You're going to scroll all the way down, and we're going to be looking for the True Defense Pro legs. These are about 1k AUEC. After that, we're going to move to the personal weapons, and we're going to either buy the Custodian SMG or the P4 AR. It all really depends on your budget. Now the P4 AR, it's kind of the default weapon or the weapon system used by the people we're going to be killing on this mission. Now here, you can buy a compensator if you wish. I'm going to buy one, and I'm also going to buy around 16 mags for my AR. So now that you have 16 mags, you also will want to buy a red dot sight if that's how you feel. If you want to use the irons, you can also use the irons. So I'm going to buy the 2x style. Now we're going to move into the backpack section, and we're going to buy the top right backpack, which is a medium-sized backpack, and now we're going to equip all of the items. After we equip all the armor, we're going to head back to the elevator. So once we head back to the elevator, we're going to go to the cargo center location. In the cargo center, this is where we're going to rent a ship and buy the multi-tool to be able to drag the items in and out of our ship. Now, once you're out of the elevator, you're going to head up the steps, and you're going to be looking to your left. On the left, you're going to be seeing the cargo services. This will have a rentals desk, and it will also have a kiosk to buy items. So now here in the cargo services, you're going to head to the rentals terminal. This is only needed if the first contact month is over. As of now, we have a couple of alien ships, and we also have the Drake Cutlass Black as a free ship. But if you're a starter player and you have the Aurora, you can rent out the Aegis Titan, which is the personal ship I own. It's also pretty good for the runs we're going to be doing, because we could fit probably about 40 boxes in the back, and we'll have to access through the canopy. If you're playing as a team, or even if you're a solo and you just want to upgrade, you can get the Drake Cutlass Black for 42k. And if you have a big team, you can also rent the Freelancer, which is a really good option for a 4-man team, as it has a lot of space. It has a second entryway, and it also has 4 beds and a turret gunner for a second player. So in this case, I'm going to rent up the freelancer, but I'm not really going to use her for this video. Now, after renting the ship, you're going to head to the kiosk, and what we're going to buy here is going to be the multi-tool. There are two types of multi-tools. You can either buy the 18K variant, which is the expensive rifle multi-tool, or you can just buy the regular one, which is about 600 AUEC with the attachment. So the Pyro multi-tool, this is what we're going to buy right now. And then you're going to get the tractor beam attachment, which is 320 AUEC. If you want to go baller, you can also buy the Mag Lift tractor beam, but it's not something that's necessary. It's almost 20K, and if you die, you're probably going to lose it. Now open up your inventory and make sure that all party members equip the multi-tool and the tractor beam attachment for the multi-tool. So you basically got to drag and drop it into the slot on the multi-tool. So once back upstairs, go ahead and reclaim your ship. Once in your ship, go to your contracts and accept the call to arms contract. As in this mission, once we kill a thug inside the facility, we will get 500 AUEC per kill. And if you still think this doesn't work on 3.23, I'm going to show you that it actually works. And now the most important mission will be to clear the side of contraband. It's going to be located under the mercenary tab, and it's going to be called clear side of contraband. Once you have this mission, you're essentially going to get the location marked on your map, and we're just going to quantum travel over to the location. Once we arrive, we're going to start scanning the location by pressing tab. That way we can see any abandoned ships or any ships hidden on the vicinity. Now, these drug missions will have a turret on the roof, and it is sometimes very annoying. At times it might be bugged and it might be immortal, but most of the times all you really have to do is a perfect strafe run above the turret, and you can just blow it up with any ship. You might fail here. Don't worry, it is frustrating, but all you really have to do is press T on your keyboard until you get your turret marked on the map, or essentially marked on the weapon system. Once you can track the turret and you see where the turret's shooting from, you can just do a strafe run and blow it up. Once the turret's blown up, all we're going to do is we're going to land in front of the entrance. This is obviously if you have a Aegis Titan like I'm showing in the video. I'm using a starter ship. If you have a Drake Cutlass Black, you might want to land a little bit further away, and if you have a bigger whale ship, then you definitely have to land away from the location. So once you enter the bunker, you're going to see an elevator basically out in the entrance. If you have rain on your visor, press Alt X to clear it off, and you're basically going to click on the sub level essentially. So once we're heading down to the bunker, just to let you know, there are countless numbers of bandits down here. And like I said, if you grab the call to arms mission, it will pay about 500 AUEC per kill. And these bandits basically spawn infinitely. So happy hunting. At this point of the video, I'm just going to let the video play out, and I'll talk in important points of the video so you guys can see how to clear out the bunker. Techniques when I enter these bunkers is I'll try to find an open space where I can actually kill all of the enemy combatants located in the bunker. As you guys can see, this is an open area that lets me see my left and my right, and it also has cover to the sides. Every time we kill one of these bandits, we will be rewarded 500 AUEC, and the most important item that we're looking for in this mission, or basically in this drug run, will be the Weevil eggs, and I'm going to show you guys how those look. So once you find this orange substance that kind of looks like small eggs, or basically a bag of Taco Bell ground beef, these will be your Weevil eggs. These things cost about 14K each. They'll be the orange color. So just to show you guys, as you guys can see, I got 623,000 before a kill, and I'm going to look for someone to kill. So after killing this bandit, as you guys can see, now I'm at 624,399. So we're actually making the bag while clapping some cheeks. So I'm going to fast forward the footage just to show you the upstairs on the server room. On my mission, we had about 240 units of drugs. You can see there's a bunch of drugs up here. There's some on the right corner over there. And if you see right here on this freeze frame, we have Weevil eggs on the left and Weevil eggs on the back side. So at this point, we're going to be taking the Taco Bell ground beef with us. We're going to be moving these items to the elevator. So just be careful. Make sure you grab your multi-tool. And essentially, if you're playing solo, I would recommend just grabbing the pallets at the bottom. I try to grab everything I can that's close, and I try to make my stay at least about 25 minutes. That way I don't run into any trouble or die by enemies hoarding me or just enemy players coming to the location. So once you take the Weeble eggs to the elevator, you're going to repeat the process a couple times so you're actually content with the loot. If you have friends, then it's going to be better, but if you're playing solo, I would just recommend grabbing the closer pallets. So another item to keep an eye for is mace. These will sell for about 11k a pop. So if you find mace, you want to take that with you. In the video, as you guys could see, I did take Widow and some Slam. Even though they sell for a minimum, they're in close range, so I'm just not going to leave them. This run in total, after recording, it only took me about 34 minutes with showing you guys how to get out of Port Tressler, buying some of the items. So I would say that the bunker run itself took me about maybe 25 to 26 minutes just to grab all this stuff. So if you have a team to make this mission even easier, it will take you probably about 35 minutes to 40 minutes to loot the whole thing, including the server room. And if you do, like you saw in the freeze frame I added on the video, there was probably about 8 Weeble eggs up there. So that's a lot of money. Every 10 Weeble eggs is about 140k. So it's a lot of money over here. So once you're upstairs, all you're going to do is transfer the cargo from the elevator to your ship. As you guys can see, I'm moving it from the same place. I'm basically pivoting. To do this, all you do is you use your scroll wheel to control the distance the multi-tool is going to take the item to. So like I said, scroll wheel is going to control that. So once you're good to quantum, you're going to open up your map and you're going to look for Devlin's Scrap and Salvage. Once you've arrived to Devlin's Scrap and Salvage, I can't really say this enough, you want to be scanning your surroundings to see if there's any abandoned ships or ships hidden on the area. So once you arrive here, I would highly recommend having your gun on the ready, as people camp these areas to kill people that are bringing in salvage and or drugs. So once you land here, make sure you clear the area. So if you're using the Aegis Titan, you can land where I did, and you're basically going to sell the items on the building next to the ship. So like I said, have your weapon on ready and basically sweep the area. Once you've checked it, the terminal will be right here. And as you can see from me selling the items, I made approximately 170k. So like I said, it took me about 26 minutes. You can also just go back to the mission. There will be enemies back in the bunker. But like I said, you get paid from killing them, so you can kill them. You already made a profit, and you're basically returning to the mission just to get more items to sell. So you can either try to loot the server room and make all the profit for yourself, or you can just farm the enemies and get some gear and loot from them. If you guys enjoyed the guide, please leave a like, and if you guys found any of the information helpful, please leave a comment down in the comment section. Hopefully you guys have better luck than I did, but when I was traveling back to the mission, I just crashed into the planet. So that was very unfortunate on my part. This is Bendak signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey man, I don't know, but YouTube's recommending you this video. You should click on it so you can watch it.